listening to the Announcer's Table with Daryl and Ian. This podcast is presented by RingIcon.com, the social networking site for wrestlers, fans, promoters, and everything indie wrestling. Log on today and create your profile, and as always, enjoy the show.
Hey guys, this is Ian.
And I'm Sid Vicious. I mean, I have half the brain you have, but I had the half the brain I have.
I was just looking down at your leg to see if it was broken.
Not today. Yesterday it was.
This is the Announcer's Table presented by RingIcon.com. You can check out our videos on YouTube at youtube.com/RingIcon, and you can also check out our videos that are linked on RingIcon.com.
Yep.
So.
Now, yesterday we talked about promotion better. We talked about training, which is one of the most important aspects, if not the most important aspect, because without training, you really have nothing.
No.
I mean, you can get a couple of guys that have no training get together. It's not going to look good, not going to last.
Yeah, it separates you from a backyard group.
Exactly. So today we're going to talk about training again, as far as it's concerned, is the gimmick,
right?
And or as your gimmick is concerned. So I know we have a bunch of stuff that we talked about that we feel is very important to the individual as far as training goes. It kind of ties in my opinion, to last week's show's websites. All right, if you have a website, all right, and you have videos of you actually wrestling when you're traveling around to other promotions, all right, you can show them, hey, look, here's some of my matches. They can see it. They can see, hey, he can do this spot, he can do that spot, he can do this, he can do that. Right. And that kind of gives you instant cred a little bit as far as like being able to wrestle, because like we said, we think the promoter, when somebody comes in new that's never been at the show, should get in a ring with one of the veterans that the promoter trusts and work a couple spots.
Yeah.
A real quick match. Nothing crazy, just a couple of moves. And because we feel that's very important. And we feel as an individual, as your gimmick, is very important to work on your training all the time. What do you think?
I mean, definitely. I mean, training your gimmick is probably the most important thing. We've already said that, but basically being able to show that you know what you're doing, and then also advancing what you do know to the next level, because you don't want to stay doing the same thing over and over and over, because it's going to get stale. Nobody's going to want to see that every Saturday night,
Yeah.
So you always want to learn more, and that's what we feel. Usually we would hope that the promotions are open to you coming and working a little bit before the show to be able to train some things. If not, you need to find somewhere that does have a ring that's set up that you can practice.
Well, I haven't come across a promotion. Not saying they don't exist, but I haven't come across one that hasn't been happy to let people get in a ring to do some training before the show.
Right. So, if it's a new promotion to you, you're traveling, give them a call and, and say, hey, what time do you set up that I can come in, help you guys out, and also, train a little bit and work on some new stuff.
Yeah. Now, because, and training also is, you want to work on your craft continuously. You always want to try and get better, because if you're doing the same 5 moves all the time, it is going to get stale, especially if it's the same people seeing it. All right. So you want to be innovative. You want to throw out something. You want to give that crowd that wow. You want to give that promoter that wow, and the people you're working that wow. So one, the crowd will want to see you again. The promoter will want to have you back because the crowd was excited, and the wrestler who worked you will want to work you again.
Yeah.
So and then the people that, because we all know the boys in the back. They try and peek out. They watch the show as it goes on to see how the matches are going and stuff like that. So and they'll be like, oh, you know what? I want to work that kid, or whatever.
Yeah.
So you always want to continually update your move roster.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing as far as training goes, you want to work on, get to the show early, find out where their entrance is. Get them to cue up your music. Find out where in your music you want to come out if you haven't figured it out. If you're coming out to a new song, if you're being Baby or Hill, wherever you're going, and work on coming out of their entrance on how you want to come out.
Yeah.
Okay. Work on your mic skills, which you can do that anywhere. Same thing with your entrance. I mean, the specific entrance, yes, but you can have to do that there. But like the entrance in general, what you want to do when you come out, you can do anywhere.
Yeah.
So.
mic skills, your look, your gear. I mean, that's all part of training, and really, like I said yesterday, it's part of a continuing education.
Yeah.
Continually, improving yourself and your gimmick. So your gear, your entrance, your music, your mic skills, those are all things that you can work on outside of the ring. That is still part of your training. But going back to actual training in the ring, always try to get in at least 1 week of training, or 1 day of training each week, either before the show or, if you have a location that you can go to during the week and work some things out.
Because we know like one show that has training they have a permanent facility, so it's a little easier for them.
Right.
But they had training like once a week, and to be able to wrestle, from my understanding, from what I've heard, is you have to go to training if you want to wrestle with them, so they can see. Also, another ways to continuing education is go on YouTube. Watch some videos of some other independent shows and independent wrestlers. Watch some WWE and Impact Wrestling. So you can see if there's new moves coming out, there's new things, if there's new ways you can make yourself better.
Yeah.
Also, check out our channel, because we've talked about gear, we've talked about mic skills, we've talked about your entrance and music and how they play an important role in that. So you can use our stuff as, continuing education too, because we're always trying to make it better for you and make you better, because we love independent wrestling and we love going out there and seeing people be better and just be great at their craft. I mean, there's some out there that I love to watch wrestle. And I'm like, wow, you know what? They're a real student of the game. They really know what they're doing.
And they'll surprise you. I mean, even if you watch them each week, they'll surprise you with something.
Yeah, and there's some people I'm like, man, I wish they would work on this, or I wish they would have done that.
And some people, I mean, I hate to say it, but some people just get so used to just going through the motions, and so you just get so used to just going and doing it every weekend. They
start doing the same match,
right,
over and over and over and
just
over.
Because it might have gotten stale to you, and you just haven't really realized it. So, every time you go out there, you need to know that you're trying to impress somebody that hasn't seen that before, or seen you before.
Yeah.
There's always somebody in the crowd that hasn't seen you before. So you always want to at least catch that one person and make them say, "Wow!" And
to go along with that, you never know who's watching.
Yeah.
You never know who knows somebody, because ultimately your goal, if you're breaking in, if you're especially a new guy breaking into independent wrestling, you want to be on Raw or SmackDown. You want to be in the WWE. You want to be in TNA or something to that. That should be everybody's goal, to want to be in the pinnacle of your business. Okay, so you never know. Like, I read a story today about Ricky Steamboat. All right, the girl he was dating just happened to be roommates with Vern Gagne's daughter. All right, and Ricky Steamboat had a great amateur background in wrestling, and so had it not have been for that one meeting right there, we'd have never had the great WWE Hall of Famer Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that is a big part of it. If you, for a lot of guys, that's the end goal. If you're at the point now where you have said, I have a life outside of wrestling. I don't really care to get to the WWE. That's not really my thing. I just want to wrestle and have fun. That is perfectly okay.
Absolutely.
And that is, a great aspect to have, but you still need to embrace the WWE, because you don't have to love them, you don't have to like them, you just have to accept them, because that is what people enjoy watching.
Yeah, that's what people watch, and they want to see something similar to that product.
Right.
And so if you can deliver like high impact action, and you're constantly training and developing your gimmick, your character, everything about you, your wrestling skills, all that's going to do is make you look better.
Yeah.
If you get to a promotion that pays you money, or pays you more, you can make more money with them, because they'll want to bring you back.
Right.
So you need to think of that as your brand. You're building your own personal business. So you continually want to make your business, being yourself, better, your brand better. So, I mean, that's all I have to say about it.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. But for gimmick wise, always, always try to improve yourself, no matter when or where you are. Spend at least one night a week, either working on your gear or working on your mic skills or whatever. Always try to improve yourself, and you'll always get better, and more
absolutely.
people will want to watch you. So,
now, if, like I said, this is our opinions. We know our opinions are right, but then again, there are still our opinions. If you have different opinions, let us know. We're not afraid to, debate or have conversation. Shoot us a message, and if you think we left something out, or if you think that we should address something, let us know. Send us a message, and we'll talk about it.
Yeah. So I guess that's pretty much it for Gimmick Builder today.
Yeah. Well, I know next week, I believe we're going to be talking about sanitation.
Yes.
Another very important thing.
So, sanitation, is very important, and it's overlooked a lot.
Yes, a lot.
By promotions and gimmicks.
Yeah.
Or your wrestlers. So.
Yeah. All right, so that's next week. So until then, I'm Daryl.
And I'm Ian, and this is the Announcer's Table, presented by ringicon.com.